questions to ask RHEA, a campaign with the confidence rising. I told WDF don't switch, good times are coming on even deep diving. Fan cams, reactions, watch along, still the pride of London thriving. The Eagles of South, they flying. Keep your eyes on us, we ain't hiding.
Yes, guys, we are back. This is the Man United Crystal Palace match preview, and I'm joined with some guests which I don't think we've had on in a while, or I don't think we've had on before. So, Maisie, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing? And thanks for having me on. It was a really cool intro, by the way. I just wanted to bop my head.
Don't worry. If you have a look at the TikTok, we've got a little meme of there because that's exactly what Rich does every single time, without fail. Sophia, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you guys? Thanks for having me on. First
All good. Hoping for another point. I think that's pretty what Rich is thinking as well. Rich, what are you saying, man? You're on the phone today.
Oh, it's so stressed. Yeah, internet just completely went out yesterday, so I'm having to do everything through my phone, which is a bit annoying. But big up everyone. Big up Maisie. Big up Sophia. Cheat off.
Oh, that's the first one. that's the first cut, but all right, cool. Let's see some comments first. Big up Bobby, man like Chino, Football Power Hour. Yeah, my favorite people in one place. Richie, you back because you got cut off the first time. Big up.
Oh, this is gonna be a long stream.
Big up Chairman. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you, Chino. When you gonna? We have mods. You could do mods and stuff. I've got no idea.
I'll show you how to do it.
All right. Big up Jackie. We still haven't seen you at the fan cams after a long time. And big up Pat. I don't think I've seen this guy in about a month. Big up Rich T, the GOAT. Obviously, your boy. Sophia and Maisie. All right. I think the best place to start is we played each other 2 weeks ago. What can you guys take out of that game, and how do you think that you guys can move forward? Maisie, I'll start with you.
I was watching this game on a little phone on the way back from Madrid, and I was there like thinking, oh, not a bad game. We're dominating the game. It's all good. But then when it came to the second half, which sometimes what annoys me about Man United is that we start get comfortable in a bit over a 1-0 lead, and then we start to lose that a little bit defensively. So then Crystal Palace is picking up more of the ball. They're attacking us in silly areas. What we should have really be losing possession of the ball away. I think there was some silly yellow cards that Man United were got given. We shouldn't have ever made them kind of mistakes. So I think for me, coming into this next game, we need to be a lot better with our ball watching, and I'd say we definitely need to be a lot more careful of where we're giving the possession away and the kind of fouls we made, because we lost Casemiro in the game against Crystal Palace for the Arsenal game, which didn't go in our favour.
Sophia, is there anything else you want to add to that, or do you agree?
Oh, I could completely agree with Macy. I just feel like we need to be better with killing games off. Just don't be too comfortable. Go for that second goal. But why are we sitting back? Come on now. It's just, and then that free kick by Ulisse. Oh my God! I just put my hands up, and be like, okay, you got us. You got us.
Yeah, it was a great free kick, but I think it showed how bad that we were as well in this game, because we know that we can play way better than that. And if you guys are saying you played well and you still dominated us, that sort of shows how good we played. The only way we could score was with a wonder goal. We didn't make any other chances, really.
True.
But so with that in mind, you guys were definitely playing with the brakes on a little bit because you had the Arsenal game in hand. Now you don't have that problem because obviously Casemiro's got as many yellows as he wants from now, really. Do you think that would change your play style?
I mean, probably. I'm kind of also wondering. I mean, you have Sancho back. I think you slowly will probably ease him back in. He's not going to be, thrown into the wolves and whatnot.
Mm.
Eagles maybe in this particular incident, but hey, more so there's options with Martial back, and potentially maybe Sabitzer could also get a start. I don't know. So, and the next game after that will be, is that Leeds? Maybe, I think potentially next week, something like that. So it'll be maybe a little bit. We don't necessarily have like a big game to focus on for the fixture after that. So it will be different. I do think that we probably would be having a different playing style, in my opinion. So I'm excited, and it's at home as well. So
yeah, I think that's probably a difference as well. We probably spur on our fans quite a lot, and I know that the United fans do like to do the same. Do you think that the change of atmosphere is going to make the difference, Maisie?
Potentially, because it's at Old Trafford, and we've got a fantastic form this season at Old Trafford. We've not hardly, I think, we had a great run and clean sheets up till when Connor Cody scored against us, and that little scrappy FA Cup goal. Casemiro and Bruno playing together, never lost a game, and you've got them kind of mentalities there, and having the fans who's able to spur the players on, like. Now you can actually hear the atmosphere on TV, like Man United chanting. I even heard the Glazers out chanting, and I think in a kind of, I've always thought, for me, Old Trafford has always been our 12th player, just with the atmosphere, the spurring on, and the players as well. They're actually big game-changing players. They want to play for the badge, and they want to play for the 70,000 people who turn up to watch the game.
Definitely. Nate, how you doing?
All good.
What do you think there's going to be any difference with the United game? Because we've actually got another midfielder, and apparently both Lokonga and Amada, apparently they look like they're fit to start.
If we don't see Jeffrey Schlupp in midfield, we've got a fighting chance.
You're not wrong.
We just need Anderson to do a job on Weghorst like he did Darwin Noodles, and yeah, we've definitely got a fighting chance because we know Anderson has to get strikers sent off. But no, look, to quickly touch on the last time we played them, we got lucky, as you said, when I just jumped in JC with the free kick. But listen, it has to go for you that way. We were literally on our back with no luck whatsoever. James Ward-Prowse scores a goal he'll never score again in his career, but hey, that's Cherry Professional Football Club, isn't it? It's what we do. We give teams goals they don't deserve in a million years. But yeah, Old Trafford now, it's not quite what it used to be. Like, the fear factor's still not there for a lot of teams, but you have to be wary of this Man United side now. Last couple of seasons, you haven't feared United. You thought, yeah, we could beat United. They're not as good as they used to be. Whereas now you're like, wait a minute, they are somewhat better than they have been. So I'm not like, I know I've predicted us to win, but that's more hope than expectation. I mean, like, it has to turn around at some point, and we love a bloody nose to the big boys, but this is a game that I don't want to say it's a free hit for us because that's kind of a bad thing to say because that kind of indicates we don't care. But look, we've stopped the rot with the last two draws at home, which was a massive, massive lift because obviously losing every week was getting a bit boring, weren't it? But hey, that's what we do at Cherry Professional Football Club. Well, having said that, it could be peak, it could be brilliant, or it could be more watching just absolute haram ball in midfield with Schlupp. So anybody but Schlupp in midfield, we've got a fighting chance, is what I'd say.
Rich, with fans always saying, "Oh, there's a new manager bounce," but I seem to think that there is a little bit of a new player bounce as well. Do you think that we maybe could hop on that trend a little bit in this game?
I really hope so, because you know what? We've always said that, like, I know we're picking on Jeffrey Schlupp here, but I feel Schlupp playing has affected Eze because Schlupp's positioning is all over the place. He then can't get the ball forward quick enough, which means Eze becomes isolated and such. And if it's not Eze that's isolated, it's Elise. So it's just nice to, and secondly, it's nice to just give Doucouré some help. He's been phenomenal for us. I would say at this moment in time, my player of the season for Palace. But he does everything by himself. He's even taking shots now. You know, he's just doing too much. So I personally think Lokonga may get the start ahead of Hamada. I think Hamada might get just a bit of time to get bedded in. But we can say we have options. You know, we can look at, like, if we need to make a change, we're not looking at them scratching our heads like, wait, is Luca coming on? You know what I mean? There's a little bit better there, you know, for us. So, yeah, as Nate was saying, listen, if we can get a win, that's absolutely brilliant. I will take a draw. I'll bite you a hand off for a draw right now, to be fair.
But we could see a shock. We could see Lokonga and Amada in midfield because most likely Vieira's going to push Eze out far left, isn't he, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, not having Wilf, it's a problem because he's been the talisman, he's been the focal point, he's top scorer for us this season, which says a lot about our strikers, doesn't it? It's like, this guy again is our top scorer. Can we just sign a goal-scoring striker? Is it too difficult? Like, I thought signing the banter strikers of Wickham and Campbell and Bamford and Remy were done, but no. We found more turkeys to call strikers. I mean, to be fair to Edward, he scored a few this season, but Eze or Schlupp on the left, preferably Eze, because Schlupp as a winger scares the life out of me. I don't know what's more scary, Eze as a left back or a left mid. I'm not sure what scares me more. But look, unfortunately, we don't have that great a squad depth in terms of out and out wingers to cover both ends. Arguably, we could have maybe recalled Raksaki, but he's having the time of his life making Charlton look good, so we have to leave him there for the moment. But yeah, it's kind of crap that Eze has to go left, isn't it? Because you're like, just don't put Elise in the 10. Please don't do that. I can't see that again. It's just painful.
Sophia, can you run the people that don't know anything about Man United, i.e. me, who your transfers were and how do you think they'll fit in if you made any in the January window?
Yeah, I mean, it's been all loans, technically. We had,
Well, you stole Butland.
Butland, yep. Has he even played yet?
I think he's injured.
Yeah, that might be, yeah.
I've heard he's injured.
Yep.
So
Was that the case for you guys as well, or?
He was fit when we sold him.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well, he got injured against United in pre-season. That's where his injury came from.
Let's just say we got him fit, sold him to you, and he's injured again.
Well,
he got sold back to the people that injured him in the first place.
We loaned him to them. It's just like, we could sell him and get peanuts for it. Nah, give him to him on a loan. Just let him go. It's cool.
Yeah. So basically, we got him and Wout Weghorst. Technically, was it basically Burnley player, but on loan at the Turkish club Besiktas, but then they terminated his contract, so he's at loan at us or for Man United now, the striker. And then on deadline day, we got Marcel Sabitzer from Bayern Munich. But that's not what I've heard at least, not an option to buy. So, but you never know, if he does incredibly, maybe we should talk to Bayern and then, we'll sort something out. But regardless, we'll see. It's definitely, it was important to get at least a midfielder in, in terms of, as we now know that Eriksen will be out for maybe almost the entire season. I don't know. He might come back in April. We'll see. But it's a little bit annoying that an injury has to happen for owners to do something. Like, okay, you can do something. You just sometimes choose not to. But now that you had your hands tied behind your back, you had to go and do something, obviously, which they did, thankfully. And for me, definitely a very good loan indeed. So it's going to be exciting to see how they'll slowly get integrated. But Wout Weghorst has played a lot more games now, as Martial have been, of course, injured. But now that Martial is slowly, getting back in there and whatnot, did, come in as a sub in the second leg of the, semi-final cup game against Nottingham Forest. Maybe he'll end up playing more than Wout Weghorst. Obviously, Martial offers a little bit more, even though I do like Wout Weghorst. I do think he definitely has, great abilities in terms of pressing and whatnot. Sabitzer, I've seen him more so for the Austrian national team rather than Bayern Munich. And I think he hasn't maybe played that much for Bayern Munich so far, or this season in particular, but definitely seen some comps and whatnot, and he does look good. So yeah, I do think it'll be great additions to the team.
Definitely. Because we know that Maisie has to go soon, we're going to jump forward a bit. We normally do the combined 11 later, but we'll do it now. So what we do is we do a combined 11 where we have to put at least 3 players from each team in here. So, for example, you can't put a whole United 11. You need to have at least 3 Palace players. Because, for example, when we did this against City, it just wasn't fair. We didn't get a single player. So we thought we'd make it fair somehow. So we'll alternate between the 2 United fans here. And we'll see where it leads us, and we'll come in with our input at the end. So, Maisie, do you want to kick us up for the goalkeeper?
I think I was going to say Jack Butland, but you know what? I was going to be neutral there, but I changed my mind. I'm going to go De Gea. Yeah, You can't go wrong with the amount of clean sheets he's had this season. He had 2 bad games at the start of the season, but he's picked up massively since we've got our defence in order.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, JC's been nice to you. Normally sin bins for statements like that.
Normally do what?
You normally would have sin bins for statements like that. Butland.
The thing is you saw me. I was on the other screen typing, so I wasn't really paying that much attention. But now I know the sin bin is ready. Don't worry. Sophia, left back.
I mean, left back, I would put Luke Shaw. He's been doing his thing. Hey, I think we call him Roberto Carlos at our ground, so
That was a close sin bin, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Oh dear.
Maisie, right back.
Oh, I don't know, to be honest. The right back for me is always the hardest one. Oh. I'm going to pass on this one. I can't pick. I can't pick right back. I can't pick.
What's up, Nuruddin? Who's a right back you'd pick in a combined 11? Jumping you straight in here.
Combined 11, right back. There's only one Bissaka. One Bissaka.
Can we claim him as one of the Palace players?
No. We need to get all 3 Palace players in here, bro.
We're struggling.
Maisie, I'll move you on to centre back then.
Okay. One of them for me has to be Martinez, but I put him on the left-hand side.
Sophia, the other centre back.
Varane?
This is a lovely combined 11.
Nuruddin, who would you pick of the defensive midfielder?
I would pick your young French boy, Casemiro. The young French guy that you have?
Olise?
What's his name?
Don't you mean Decore? He's from Mali,
Mali. Yeah. He's born in France, though. I'm sure he's born in France. He played from a French team.
Boys, we got a Palace player in here, unironically.
Yeah, I will put Casemiro. Well, sorry, that's just me. I would pick him because I think he's better than Fred or Fred. I won't put Fred in there, so I would pick him. How old is he again?
22.
Exactly.
We'll go Casemiro in here as well. Maisie, attacking midfielder.
I'd have to go for Bruno.
Just so you lot know, you're running out of United spots. So
yeah, I was just about to say that you're getting into the attackers, and you still got 2 Palace players to put in, and we cannot score goals. So this is a very strange 11 so far.
You've more or less only got 1 United player left to pick from.
basically. Sophia, let's go left wing.
Marcus Rashford.
Okay, that's United picks done. No more United players can get in now.
Definitely Nuruddin,
That's fine.
right winger. You're muted, mate.
Elise? Is it
There
Elise
we
or
go.
Saha? Elise plays there, don't he? No.
Yeah, at least
Elise.
they're on the right.
Finally, Maisie, who's up front for you? Or what Palace players up front for you then?
I'm trying to think. Is it Edouard who plays up front, or does he play more attacking mid?
He sort of plays both, but I'd say he's mainly a number 9.
We bought him as a striker, but
Put him in then. We don't have a proper number 9, so I'll accept Edouard being there.
I tell you what, I did not expect to have 2 forward players in this 11. I'm not going.
to be fair, look, they fluffed it with so many United players at the back, so it's cool. It's cool.
And just to add context for those in the comments, like the rule is there must be at least 3 players from each side. That's the reason why. Because honestly, we would happily be like, yeah, 10 United players and 1 check the core rating.
Yeah.
100%. Chino's going mad that Martial ain't here, but
Well, we know that guy's nuts about Martial anyway.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's a bit.
No idea what. Would Palace guys, would we make any changes?
No, because Wolf ain't available, so
Wilf's not available. I wouldn't really swap either of the fullbacks, although selling Wan-Bissaka for 50 million is looking a bit of a funny one now, because it's like it gave us the academy, but he's been so good lately. But fair play to him. He's revived his career, but you can't argue with that, to be fair.
yeah, I can't argue with this team.
Although if this was last season, it'd have been totally reversed. But look, it's funny how a season works.
Oh, definitely. I think maybe if I was being really critical, maybe try and get Mitchell at left back to maybe put someone else up front on the right wing, maybe, because Elise has not been incredible this season.
That's a shout, but the only other right winger we have is Jordan Ayew.
No, I'm talking about we swap Shaw and then we put one of their right wingers in here, maybe like an Anthony or something.
Mm-mm.
I don't think Anthony's been too good this season, so I wouldn't have had him in. I think Elise is the better option.
I think so too.
Fair
We
enough.
need to see more from Anthony.
A
There's
player
potential.
that
Oh, wait,
costs
come on.
£82 million less is the better option than a £100 million player.
Hey,
Mad.
Oh, what
he's
a
not. He
world!
wasn't worth that money, but hey.
What a world we live in.
Listen, you lot paid that price. We know nothing about spending £100 million on players.
I
So we're cool over here.
okay.
Nuruddin, where do you see problems coming up in this match? Do you see us as a problem, or do you think you're going to shoot yourself in the foot in this match?
Sorry, just before you go, Maisie, I know you got to shoot off.
Yep.
And stuff, so shout out your channel real quick.
Yeah, thank you everyone for having me on. Oh, big screen. My YouTube channel's Devils United. Manchester United content on there for men and women's football. My Twitter's at 2_, MUSC Maze. I know it's been short, but thank you for having me on. It's been great.
Thank you very much.
Big up, mate. Big up.
Thank you. See you
Big up,
later.
Big
Maisie.
ups.
Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. All right, Nuruddin.
Well, where do I see this game? I see we can't repeat what happened a couple of weeks ago. We cannot repeat that.
Mm-mm.
We cannot repeat what happened 2 weeks ago, especially that second half. I'm still traumatized by it. And if we do what we did and your 2 wingers come in inverted and then collect the ball in central in the last third and turn on our defense, we're in trouble. So it's going to be similar repeat in terms of where you didn't really create that much, and then you score the last minute free kick to get the draw. So it's all there for me, for the United players and as United fans. to understand where our problems lay in that. First half, I thought we controlled you. We were in total control. Second half, we were not. And that's what it was. It was a piece of magic that got you the draw. And on the football, the way you play second half, you clearly deserved it. And we didn't deserve to win that game. We didn't deserve to win it. We just tried to hold on to the game. We tried to hold on to it and see it out for 1-0. But that mentality is very dangerous. And you cannot go and do that. You have to get the second goal. You have to completely end any hopes of the game. Even if you were to score, then it just finished 2-1. So we know where the problems are. It's where and I'm sure Vieira and your coaching staff understood that. That's what happened. When Elise and Sahar came short, they both dropped in and became more inverted, and then they turned on our defense. And that's why Casemiro has been amazing for us. But one thing we do realize, and I'm more than most, and I told United fans even before we bought him, this guy can't get around the ground like he was doing 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He lacks major pace, and when somebody gets by him, the recovery pace is not there. So what he does is brings them down. And like I said last night, he got a yellow card, even though he slipped last night. So it's weird. In terms of where we are mentally, and obviously being through to a cup final, there's a lot of confidence and we're on the up. And obviously Sancho, Martial coming back last night makes a massive difference in terms of the attack and where we are. So who to bring on from the bench. I noticed that in the second half, when we took Workhorse off, there was nobody occupying your centre halves. And your centre halves actually moved on a bit more. They pushed in a little bit, pushed us back a little bit more as we sat back. So you're going to have sometimes in pains behind. And obviously Rashford wasn't as influential as he was because he just picked up the knock against Man City. So he looks a bit more fitter now, and he'll definitely be running in behind and causing your centre-back, especially on the right-hand side and the full-back, try to find space in between them. So it's going to be an interesting battle. But I do know Palace, I try to remember last time we beat you comfortably. I don't really remember you beating you comfortably in the last 5-6 years at Old Trafford. It's either 1-0, sometimes 2-1, or something like that. It's always to that persuasion. So that is where I think it is. So I'll take the 1-0. To me, I don't care how we do it. I just want the 3 points.
With what you say about the Man United players don't kill off the game, do you think that's a Ten Hag thing that he's told them to do, or do you think it's just a players thing, like the mentality of the players right now is just not to the level that Man United want them to be at?
I genuinely think from the way that the body language was from the coach on the side, on the touchline, he wasn't getting up going, what are we doing, get up there. I think he realized that majority of those players had the game, on their mind, the Arsenal game on their mind, because that was the biggest build-up. Because originally, that game wasn't. We had a week's notice or 8 days notice that we had to play you guys. Again, the Premier League playing against us like they usually do. You know what I mean? So it was what it was. So I think
How do you think we feel, Little Old Palace, with no squad?
No, I know, I understand that.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing.
Like something that we both can't help for. Do you know what I mean? We couldn't help that. Like, I think we could have played that day. Like, because he was in London, we could have come down and played you. So they could have changed it on that weekend where I think were you supposed to play Brighton? I think you might have been. I don't know who you were meant to play.
we missed out on the Brighton game as well.
Yeah.
So those are
we
the 2 games you have to catch up with.
Yeah, we could have come down and played you because he was in London. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So there were no policing issues. It was just this forced mourning that was forced on everybody in this country. Football has to be cancelled. Like, what? No, it doesn't have to be. So that's what it was. But for me, the biggest thing I think some of our players, it was Arsenal game was on their mind. Top of the table clash. Manchester United Arsenal rivalry is big enough already. But when we're third on goal difference, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry, on points, but we're fourth on goal difference and they're first. That's what the thing was on. And I think everybody took they're only human, can hide the coaching staff, the players, take the eye off the ball. And that yellow card to Casemiro was always coming. He was always going to come. Always.
Sorry, sorry, Nippon's known to have pretty bad Wi-Fi, so he's back in time a little bit.
Big up Nippon.
Big up Nippon. Sophia, what's your aspirations for the rest of the season? Do you think that you're going to kick on after January, or do you think you're going to keep cruising how you are?
I mean, I'm thinking, hopefully we'll get that top 4. Carabao Cup trophy will be great. Maybe you can try to challenge for an FA Cup or something. I don't know. There's definitely aspirations there, but it's more so hopefully being able to just no more injuries, please, or just I don't know, rotate a little bit more. But I think the most important thing is just keep progressing, keep moving on with this. There's something exciting that I always like to say that Ten Hag is cooking, and I cannot wait to see what that will be at the end. He just needs a few ingredients left, off the shopping list, and then we're there. But yeah, for me, I do think a top 4 and a trophy would be something that I can see us doing for sure.
So, what does Ten Hag need to challenge then?
What he needs to challenge.
Yeah,
in terms of
what does he need to add to the squad so that you guys can maybe go toe to toe with Arsenal? Let's say.
Are you thinking potentially this season or next season?
Next season, let's say.
Next season. Oh, next season. I mean, we need the owners gone. Obviously, that's one thing. We do need some more midfielders in. I just felt like that Arsenal game definitely proved how integral part Casemiro is to this team. A player of his stature is a player that we still need him there, and we do need to have basically backup, of course. Another striker, I would love to get Victor Osimhen once the summer comes. Maybe a center back as well. So yeah, there's definitely some reinforcements and whatnot, and getting some players out as well, of course, is what I do think that we can get, or in terms of us challenging for more and do better.
Rich, how do we get anything out of this game whatsoever?
Play 10-0. Now, realistically, it would have to be on the counter attack if we're going to get anything. I know we like to try and play out from the back. The way Rashford's playing right now, we need to nullify any space in behind. That guy is on fire.
Well, we did stop him before.
We did, but don't forget, Sellers Park is a lot narrow. You would say United didn't have their best game second half, because first half I think Rashford had a lot of the ball and stuff, and it was just going into those half spaces as well. It was very difficult to pick him up. Yeah, it would definitely be on the counter. I think the Lokonga signing could be massive for us in this game. He's someone that could carry the ball. I know some Arsenal fans don't really rate him and that. We're Palace, you know what I mean? And we had Jeffrey Schlupp playing in midfield. So, listen, yeah, I think similar to when we went City away, that kind of like a 5-4-1 formation. I think we did it away at Newcastle as well, and then maybe try and hit them on the break. I think that's our best bet.
Yeah, I think that especially without Anderson, that passing out from the back is just not going to work. It's just going to have to be either playing it from the goalkeeper straight out wide, or we're going to have to see if if Edouard's actually learned how to use head properly.
Yeah, I don't see any goals coming from our strikers.
Can I ask a question? Can I just ask a question? What's your injury news? What's happening?
Zaha and Anderson.
Zaha?
Yeah, he's got out for 6 weeks.
Yeah, hamstring.
Oh, yeah. I really like Zaha, actually. Shame it didn't work out at the end, the whole Moyes situation. But at the end of the day, a player that I do like, I mean, for what he's done for you guys at Palace. So Hey,
Definitely. I think that's probably the best bit of transfer business Palace have ever done, getting him back again. Because without him, we wouldn't be in the Premier League right now. No way.
I see that.
Yeah, I mean, so you got Anderson, so your best center off. So the American kid is playing for you at the moment, yeah. He played well. He played well against us.
Yeah, he's a very good player, but he is very injury prone as well. That's the problem with him. So he's always a risk of getting injured.
What's his name again?
Chris Richards.
That's it, Richard. The thing about Rashford was injured, bro. On no word of a lie. I'm not making excuses. He took a knock against Man City, and we were shocked that he played. He came back in the second half, and it was Martial that was taken off. I was in the stadium, and everybody was like, "Rashford back on again," because he couldn't run. He had no mobility. He was like cursing. He was effing and blinding at himself. He kept going down. So when it came to you guys, I was shocked that he played. And then
I was shocked as well, actually.
Yeah, and he was ineffective, really. Even though he started the move to set up the goal.
Yeah.
So I promise you, you're gonna face a different Rashford. Mark my words.
Yeah.
And then if Rashford can't do it, Garnacho's coming on, shooting a Stretford end, second half. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting a completely different Man United starting team as well, because I doubt that we'll probably see the likes of McTominay and Fred play in, because I know you had a little rant on your live, Nuruddin, the other day about McTominay.
No, it wasn't even like I had a rant. Like McTominay, when he's on form, he's good. He's good enough to get in our team. But when he's not on form, he's a waste of space. Like literally, like there is absolutely, and he's not being on form, and that's why I was going off, because he need to be in that team for the Arsenal. Fred should have started. So it might be Sabitzer. I can say his name properly. Marcel Sabitzer might make his debut. He might come on in the game if his fees are sorted out. That's what they've been working on. I'm sure they've got the registration sorted, so he might be making his debut. But if not, Fred will start with Casemiro and then Bruno. Yeah, but we'll have better options from the bench to change the game.
Yeah.
So Martial might start from the beginning. Verkos come on, or Verkos will start. It all
Sancho
depends.
maybe.
Yeah. And this period is going to be very interesting to manage, because the amount of games that we have. So you will be, after we play you, we'll still have, I think, 5 or 6 games left in February. Yeah. Yeah.
That name, oh my God.
Marcel sanitizer, bro.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
if he puts it top bins, don't worry. Don't worry. You won't be saying that.
Yeah.
When he puts it top bins. And he's a different kind of player. If he settles into our team, I expect Man United to want to sign him at the end of the season. He's got that incredible potential. He's an all-round competitive football player. You know, can play number 6, number 8. Even he can play out wide as well. He's both-footed. He's got a good pass on him, good shot on him. So if he gets used to this, the Premier League, and he settles in quickly, he's gonna be sanitizing a lot of people. Don't worry.
Killing lots of germs.
Trust me. There you go.
There you go. She sorted it for you, mate. Yeah, let's go around. Let's do some score predictions. Rich, I'll start off with you.
2-0 United.
Bit of reverse psychology there from Rich there. He's gone early. Bit of reverse psychology.
Not even. I don't know if we're scoring. I really don't.
Yeah, I think I agree with Rich, but I don't know. I've got a feeling that actually having a midfield would make us play better. I think we will score, but I'd still say that Man United will still outscore us because of certain players like Rashford is doing well. Fernandes is playing well lately as well. Because I think before Ronaldo, he was great. Ronaldo was there, he was dreadful, but now he seems to be going back to his old form again. Nuruddin, what's your score prediction?
Looking at the past history and how you are a bogey team to both Manchester clubs, I'll take the 1-0. I'll take the 1-0 to Man United because I just want to get the 3 points. Because we've got that many games. I just want to get it because we're playing Leeds, I think, after you. And we played them twice. So
Yep.
I just want to get there quickly and move on. The points at this later the season, the amount of games we're playing, the points just seem. So I don't care who scores. I don't care what the score is. I just want the 3 points. And quicker seeing 1-0. But if we're sitting back second half and we scored in the first half, I want us to go for the kill because you've got a habit of equalizing. Yeah. But I'll say this now. We're going to need more than 1 goal to beat you.
Yep.
Right, then in that case, then how do you see us scoring then? Because I don't see us scoring.
You always do at Old Trafford, to be fair. We beat you last season. That was the first game of Ralph Ranieri's reign last season. It was his first game. And we pressed you really hard up, and we got the goal.
Yeah.
And then,
True.
you had a couple of chances here and there, but we just got away with it.
Yeah, we
But
got
I
our
know
score
that-
prediction here.
If you look
6-1
at-
Palace.
Yeah, if we pick up the, we need 2 goals to beat you. Sorry, I said 1-0, but we're gonna need 2 goals to beat you because you can equalize. You're that type of because you know that your players know the whole world is watching, and when you play Man United, everybody gives another 100, 120, like gives another 20%. It's the big stage, isn't it? Even though it's a 3 o'clock game, it's not live on telly. Still,
Definitely. Sophia, what's your score prediction?
2-1 Man United. That's what I think.
So we're all going for a Man United win then.
well, what are you going for? What are you going for? You got to back your club. Come on.
Oh no,
Ah,
I said 2. I said 2-1 as well. I think we'll score because we've actually got a midfield now. But I'm not confident
Who's playing in midfield then? So you signed that kid, Lakonga. Is it Lakonga?
Yeah.
From Arsenal. Who else have you signed?
We signed a guy from Stuttgart called Amada.
Okay.
He's a 20-year-old box-to-box midfielder that was being scouted by the likes of Leipzig and people like that. So he's definitely a up-and-coming player.
On a permanent deal?
Yes, for was it £9.5 million? So it wasn't that much either. Okay.
So you'd be able to put who would play your midfield then? Who would be playing in your midfield?
It depends on who we play up front because I reckon if we play Edouard up front, they will probably have Eze plays out on the left, and they will probably have Decore, Hughes, and Lokonga in the midfield because I don't think that Amada would start. In my opinion.
nor do I. Do you know what I'll do, JC? I would have Lokonga at Decore, have Eze in the 10. I would actually play Schlupp left wing forward, Elise right wing forward, and then either Edouard or Ayew, either one up top.
Should we build it on this?
Listen, guys, my battery's about to die on my laptop, so just letting you know, it'd be really good. Happy to come on for the match reaction, so let me know. And I'm going to a gig, so I've got people waiting for me, so it's all love. Sophia, please mention me in a tweet or anything. I don't know if you follow each other, but if you follow me, I'll follow you back, and then we'll talk about it. Definitely.
Big up, brother.
Yeah. And Richie and JC, big up. Love
Pleasure,
you.
man.
I'll catch you tomorrow.
The rest of the season, man. Wish you well for the rest of the season, man, but we need the points on this occasion.
We do.
I'll catch you tomorrow evening, Nuruddin, as well.
Yeah, love. Lots of love, people.
Enjoy the gig.
Yeah, nice one, bro.
See you later, man.
Peace.
So you play this, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think I could, you know. I don't think that Schlupp on the left wing would do any good because we know that your wingers need to press, and you know that's one thing that guy cannot do, unfortunately.
But I think we'll play a bit more defensive, though. In the sense of being like, and I don't mind him playing further back.
which is why I would probably go like this, because we're gonna smack the ball up top a lot more, and I think Mateta's hold up play, maybe not hold up play, but aerial threat is a lot better than Edwards. And also, if they're playing Martinez, we saw what Mateta done to Martinez, gave him a head injury straight away. So, so having a bigger guy up front against a smaller guy, I know that Martinez will do Mateta on the floor all day, every day. But if we play airborne, Mateta's got to be the guy we need up front.
That's not a bad shot either, to be fair. It's not a bad shot. Listen, we just need to get out there with a point.
Of course, any point is a
point will do.
is a hell of a result. I tell you that I'm taking anything out of this game.
I see that.
100%. Just quickly, guys, and then Sophia could give her actual prediction for the rest of it. I am missing a page from the score prediction, which is a bit annoying, but these were the last set of fixtures. Yeah, JC, you did a madness though.
I got my first double digits, man. I'm so happy.
Which puts the score like this at the moment.
Wow.
And such. Just for clarification, by the way, Sophia, it's for the correct score line, the correct score line, you get 3 points, and that's green. Any correct result is orange, that's 1 point.
Okay.
And such. So, that leaves me like regarding the community still top of the table. Yeah, sorry, CM, bro. Yours is on the second page. The second page ain't here for some reason. My bad. But you are on the second page, I'll see him. And with our guest at the moment, still Jack from Southampton, that has 10 points. And at the bottom, it's not looking good.
It's tied 3 ways.
Chris? Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, not looking good. So, just a heads up, because obviously I got you to kind of pre-prep this beforehand. The worst score does a forfeit. So just bear that in mind.
You see her face.
I was like, oh, okay. What type of forfeit are we talking about?
We don't know yet.
Okay. Right.
Fire's funny, man.
No, see, I'm seriously sorry. I literally, before I had uploaded it all up there, and yeah, I'm sorry. I do apologize. You know, no, let me see what I can do. Hold on. Sophia, do you have the fixtures to hand, by the way?
I know, I've got them.
Oh, sweet.
Because I did my score predictions like 10 minutes ago. All right. Chelsea Fulham.
I'm wondering if do you guys think that Enzo Fernandez will be playing that game? Available? Maybe.
I think they done his medical. I think they flew a doctor out to where he lives to do a medical on him there. So I think he must be fit.
I'm thinking 2-1 Chelsea. That's what I think.
Everton Arsenal.
Could it be a manager bounce? I want Arsenal to lose. I don't see it happening. I don't know. I'm going to say, 2-0 Arsenal. Even though I want them to lose, but hey, what are you going to do?
Villa Leicester.
1-1.
Brentford Southampton.
2-1 Brentford.
Brighton Bournemouth.
2-0 Brighton.
United Palace.
2-1 Man United.
Wolves Liverpool.
1-0 Wolves. Liverpool shit. Sorry for my language, but yeah, they're crap.
Newcastle, West Ham.
2-1 Newcastle. I'm saying a lot of 2-1, but that's just something magical with 2-1. I don't know. Often works.
Forest Leeds.
Forest Leeds. I'm gonna say 1-0 Forest.
And finally, Spurs, Man City.
City 3-1.
Cool. I think Vibes has got a pretty good suggestion for the forfeit. If you're not the one that loses, you've got to shank the others with that pitchfork that's behind you.
I'm just, you know.
You know what? To be fair to Vibes, that's a very sensible comment because knowing Vibes, he could have said so many other things.
It could have went left.
It could have gone left.
It could have been bad. It could have been bad.
CM, I told you I got you, bro. Here's CM's score. He's there. The second page. I've got it. Good stuff. The comeback is still on.
Yeah.
He went like about 6 weeks and did nothing.
Longer than that. Surely longer than that. But guys, it's been a very good stream. Pleasure having everyone on. Sophia, do you want to shout out your channel?
Yeah, my channel is Sophia's Football Talk on YouTube. I also am very active on TikTok as well. It's Sophia's Football Talk. Especially like on YouTube, I do live streams almost every day. I kind of like you to say 80% Man United, but 20% other stuff as well. Other Premier League games. I'm going to be doing a watch along for the Chelsea Fulham game tomorrow. Spurs City, and then also started recently doing Serie A watch along. So yeah, match previews, reactions, and all that good stuff. So yeah, thanks for having me on.
Pleasure. Definitely. Rich, it's starting to become a regular occurrence now. Let me unmute you.
I'm always on mute.
It's weird, isn't it?
Listen, I'm having to use my phone because our Wi-Fi is just kaput. Like, this is why you see this. It's a madness. Where's the? Okay, there it is. There's the Twitter. Guys, bear in mind, you'll probably see us putting our names in brackets, basically, because the whole EEF team's got access to the Twitter, so we kind of just put down who's put that Twitter message down, so it's easier for you lot to interact with us and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, big up. All the best to United. Nah, Super Nick. Don't bring that back.
Yeah, we can't do no more refunds. We're gonna go under. We're gonna go under, Rich. Any more meal deals and we're finished.
Oh man.
As always, the ad's down there. I'm gonna release one more video as sort of a roundup of the transfer window, just a brief overview of Lukonga and Amada. But I think that's it from me. That goes back to the £3. All goes back to the £3. Was it Vibes that said he's gonna go chippy with that as well?
No, Super Nick, you started beefing. You started trouble in the comments.
While the trouble kicks off, we're gonna fly out of here. That's exactly what we're gonna do right now. But guys, this was the Man United match preview. Up the Palace. Eagles!